When I look at this photo, which is clearly a farm, an aquaculture farm, I think of the huge diversity of different species that have been farmed in aquaculture throughout the world, and in particular the contribution or the importance of aquaculture to small farmers. I think it's something like 70 or 80% of the production in aquaculture is made by small farmers, and this picture reminds me of that contribution. But also we've got massive industrialization of production, like salmon farming in Norway, Chile, Canada. So it makes me, reminds me of the diversity of this industry throughout the world. And also it reminds me of or it makes me think of the complexity of this industry, which is one of the fastest growing industries in terms of animal production globally. And there's something like, I think, 500 different species of aquatic animals that are farmed throughout the world. So even though this picture looks very simple and tranquil, a very nice rural setting, I'm also reminded that this industry and the diversity of people, the diversity of species, it's actually a very complex farming system throughout the world. I also think of the importance of aquatic animal products as a source of nutrition for feeding people, again throughout the world, from small families through to very highly traded commodities. So the importance of the contribution of the nutritional content of fish, also the economic contribution of farming aquaculture, and so just the contribution that aquaculture makes to people's livelihoods, to alleviating poverty, and to providing people with a source of income, again throughout the world, from poor countries to very rich countries. I also think I'm a veterinarian, and I'm reminded I've only been really working with aquatic animals for the last 10 years or so, and it reminds me that when I went through veterinary school, in fact in Australia, that the only education and training I got about aquatic animals was how to treat someone's goldfish that they might have kept in an aquarium in their house. And that was the extent of my training or exposure to aquatic animal health. I think fortunately that has changed since I graduated, and some veterinary schools now do include aquatic animal health as part of the curriculum. But I think there's a lot more opportunity for veterinarians to participate in this industry. Especially, one of the main issues in the sustainability of this industry, aquaculture, is the issues of disease and the consequence of disease outbreaks, whether they be existing diseases, endemic diseases, or exotic diseases that are introduced when trading in aquatic animals or aquatic animal products. And the impact of these disease outbreaks in many countries is devastating. We had infectious salmon anemia in Chile. There's been a new crustacean disease that basically wiped out the emerging aquaculture crustacean industry in Mozambique. And so I think it's critical that that veterinarians are more involved in particularly the animal health and the disease biosecurity aspect of aquaculture. And I think it's, personally I think it could be a very exciting area if you're a young veterinarian thinking of what area you wanted to practice in and what area you wanted to dedicate your career. I think there's a lot of opportunities for veterinarians to engage in this industry. And yeah, I think I was very ignorant when I graduated. So hopefully young veterinarians think of this and consider it as a possible area of work for their career. And I guess the last thing that I think of when I look at this picture is the importance of animal welfare and the welfare of farm fish. which again, even animal welfare for me when I graduated really wasn't really considered as a role for veterinarians. So as well as for terrestrial animals, now for farmed fish, it's well recognised the importance of welfare for these species. So I think of the importance of applying international standards and good welfare for farmed fish as well as terrestrial animals.